Now, I hope you're sitting down for this little tidbit. I want to share with you a social media post from a Victorian senator. His name is Ralph Babet, and he's a 42-year-old senator for Victoria, elected under the banner of Clive Palmer's United Australia Party 3 years ago. And he posted today, strangely enough, about an article that's 8 years old. It was in the Daily Mail, and it asked where all the good men have gone, featuring what they called sassy, sophisticated and solvent women who were single in their 40s and 50s. Anyway, just why this attracted the attention of Babet, who we believe is single, we don't know. I've sent him an email, but I'm yet to hear back. Nonetheless, he posted the article on X with this comment. He asked, "Would you date and marry a woman well past her prime?" He really posted that. Extraordinary. He was elected for a 6-year term, of course, so he's around for another 3 years in the Senate. I guess that means he's still in his prime, at least by his own reckoning. Where do we get these people? Where have all the good senators gone? I think we might have found one, because we're going to catch up with Senator Pauline Hanson, the One Nation leader, joining us live from Queensland as we speak. Do you know Ralph Babet? And you understand why he would tweet such an offensive message to all women in their 40s and 50s?
Oh, Chris, get over it, move on. When I heard you say that, it's the first time I've seen that, I'm just having a big chuckle to myself. I thought, well, am I one of them past my prime?
Apparently.
Yes, in Ralph's eyes, yes, I am. So, yeah, so what? So what? Get over it.
Well,
I don't take offence to that whatsoever. Have a laugh about it.
Good on you. Well, I'm having a laugh about it, that's for sure. I just want good senators. I don't reckon he's up there in the upper echelon. We will see. Let's hope he finds love soon and he's not past his prime. Hey, give me your thoughts on this relationship with Israel. We've talked about these issues a lot, but this has descended into just the most bitter and acrimonious fallout. It's tragic, really, given the history of our nations and our shared interests in global security and defeating Islamist extremism.
Chris, you know what? I can't have a go at Netanyahu for what he said in that letter, because it's all true. I think it's a well-defined rebuke of our Prime Minister, Anthony Albanese. I've spoken to Jewish leaders, communities, members, and who are Australians. You know what? They're deciding to leave the country. They feel unsafe here. They don't know what's in Australia for them in the future. They just feel let down by our government, by especially Albanese. So I think it was warranted. Everything that you've said, I totally agree, and your opening statements, I can say no more than that. But I'm glad, you know, for Albanese to say that he's not taken it personally, I think you better. Listen, mate, you've really been put in your place, and you need it to be put in your place. I think it's disgraceful, his actions, and especially Burke and his comments are so out of place. I think that, you know, this has opened up for Australia for these protest marches that are continually going on. Jewish people are in fear for themselves. They can't even be seen on the streets near these protesters. We've allowed these tentacles of the Muslims, fundamentalist Islamic beliefs to actually flourish in our country, and they have not been reined in. We're going to be in a world of pain if we do not address this situation.
The trouble is, Pauline, that there's no hint that Anthony Albanese has any idea of how to address this situation. He's been failing at it for almost 2 years, and we're stuck with this government for an extended period. What can the rest of the country do to stand up for decency and to stand up for our Jewish Australian colleagues here?
You need to send a clear message to them, and I've tried to do that on the floor of Parliament in my comments, and actually they've thanked me, you know, very much for my comments, that they believe that I've led the way, that the Liberals have been, you know, coming behind me, kicking and screaming. Chris, my comments are based on common sense, what I believe is right for the country, and I've always wanted to treat everyone equally with fair and justice on their side. And I felt that the Jewish people, the students, everyone has been treated unfairly. And I don't wait to see what the polls come out. I go on my gut feeling what is right for the country.
Now, I've just got to get to your thoughts on a sad issue for you and your team. One Nation Senator-elect Warwick Stacey is resigning from federal parliament very early on because of health issues, which is very sad, and we wish him all the best. You need to now find a new senator for New South Wales. I'm wondering if you have anyone in mind. I'm wondering whether your daughter Lee might relocate from Tasmania up to New South Wales and get into the Senate that way.
Don't worry, Chris. I said to her, I said, hey, honey, why don't you move up to New South Wales? She said, Mum, I will not. She said, I am committed to Tasmania, and she will stand for the Senate in Tasmania at the next federal election. So, no, she's not from New South Wales. She is very much committed to Tasmania. Chris, I haven't got anyone at this stage to put into that place. We're looking at, people that have been loyal to the party, people who have been former candidates, people who have put time in for the One Nation. I want the right person to fill that spot. I was devastated when Warwick told me, and I didn't realise his health condition at the time. I asked him if he could, sit out as long as he could, but the case wasn't he couldn't. His health is declining, and it was his decision to walk away. But I can assure the people of New South Wales, I will find the right person to stand their ground to represent you on the floor of Parliament, and that's most important to me. I will not put in someone who's not going to work hard for the people of New South Wales and this country.
Thanks for joining us, Pauline. As ever, I appreciate it. Pauline Hanson there. There you go. I had a bit of a hunch. I just had a bit of a hunch that maybe Lee Hanson would be in the mix. Her mother asked her whether she might relocate to New South Wales to take up that Senate vacancy, but Lee Hanson saying no. I'm Taswegian and I'm staying in the Apple Isle. Interesting, hey?